Hello and welcome to this video and to the start of our mini moon. We're at home.
Ching. Gotta do the...
Shh, look, it's branded. So it's Monday morning after the wedding and we went to bed at 8:30 last night because we were knackered. But this morning we are getting ourselves ready because we are off to a place I can't pronounce. How do we pronounce it? What are we going?
Someone told me Port Lympne.
Port Lympne? Yes, we don't know how to pronounce it, but it's a safari park in Kent, where we're staying for 2 nights. We've got some rhino feeding, and it should be good fun. The weather looks like it's... Yeah, we're still talking about weather, but it looks like it's going to be okay for the weekend, which should be good. But we're just getting ourselves together, getting some pain au chocolats, because, you know, celebration and all of that, and then we're going to head off. I think we're going to go to the... because this is what you do on your mini moon, we're going to go to the cemetery just to put some flowers on my granny and granddad's graves that were on our tables during the wedding, just so that there's a part there. So yeah, that's the plan for this morning. So we're currently at the cemetery, as you can tell by the graves, but we've dropped the flowers off at my granny and granddad's graves, which is a very long out of the way detour, so thank you to Pete for letting us do that. So after we've done that, we just popped to a very much a builder's cafe for a sausage sandwich, and we're going to have hula hoops and then head on over to the safari place that I can't pronounce. Maybe I will learn how to do that at some point. As I was saying as you were getting into the car, thank you for letting me do that.
Sorry?
Because obviously I wanted them there and they couldn't be. Right, crisps, and then we're going to make a move again. He's just ridden his buggy.
Yep, right behind you, Zuko.
Mr. Zuko over here.
And Zuko the lodge.
And we are in Zuko. This is Leopard Creek. Pete now can't find the door.
Second time lucky. It goes outwards, that's good.
So we're following him in.
You've got room for more. Nice. Taking the shoes off and keep the shoes on.
Bar area. I'm going to leave the door open for the moment and we'll come back and see what's in the cupboards.
Got a sheep.
Yeah. Into the broom. Lovely.
Got a little letter piece of thing.
Sheep.
2 more beds up there if you've helped me as well.
Yeah, if Pete snores, that's where I'm hidden.
Yeah, still hear me up there.
And then we've got our own little chairs and fire pit, and those little buildings there, they're the teepees.
The leopards are apparently there.
And then the leopards are in that one, and we'll see what we can find. You and the owl look rather similar there. There is a leopard there. I don't know whether you'll be able to see it. Check in. See a leopard? I am zoomed in. That's as far as I can go. I could walk over there, but... And now he's gone. Or she. So because we're here for our mini moon, we have a little lion card, and they've put a bottle of Prosecco in our fridge, which Pete thought everybody got.
But not so sure now, because apparently it says you don't.
I mean, why would they say that's an essential?
So there you go, a little tip. Say you're doing something, you might get a bottle of Prosecco.
Yeah, so when we booked it, there was a box that said any additional whatever, and Pete was going to just skip over it, and I said, no. Tell them we're coming for a mini moon, straight after our wedding.
You never know.
And if they could do anything to make our stay special, you never know.
I feel like I said that.
No, you didn't. Stop trying to take credit for things that I came
This is what we're going to
with.
try and do on our flights to see if they give us upgrades. On the movie, sometimes they get upgrades. So.
Yeah, because movies always tell the truth. Right, we're going to go and have a little wander around our lodge and see what there is.
I wonder what that the old thing is. You know, the little. It's like is that the treehouse rooftop thing?
Mm-hmm.
Treehouse hotel.
Maybe. We haven't really found our bearings, but we're quite enjoying the view. Not that you can see much of the view.
Big wind farm in the distance.
He's decided to try the milk.
I mean, let's look at that. Look at, ooh. Yeah, it's from a local farm. It's kind of...
You're supposed to use the...
Use the what?
The edge.
It was, but it wasn't open. Need your nails?
I don't have any.
Oh, there we go. I got it. There's the
And
bin.
you're supposed to keep that to put back over the top of the milk.
Yep. Cheers.
Cheers.
Nice milk.
Tastes like milk.
Dries it.
I'm alright, thank you.
Nice strong bones.
Oh, and Adam, I'll bring you some tea. Although by the time you've seen this, you will have already had said tea. Are these all coffee? And they are, aren't they?
Must be a coffee machine somewhere.
Right there next to you.
There we go.
I was wondering if there was like hot chocolate pods or something. There isn't.
Can you pass me the waters, please? Taking its paws, can't really see it.
You don't need to be that
No,
zoomed in on my
in.
face. I am not licking my paws. So we've just walked outside our lodge. We have a rhino. We have, can't see it, some deer things. Should really learn what types of deers are. And we did try and show you the leopard, but obviously there's a big fence. But we have leopards as well, and we've seen them. And then our cabin is there. So, not bad. Hey, buddy.
Is that another zoo?
What's this way, by the way? Is it just
Back up to the park and the house and yeah.
Oh, cool.
That's neat, that's neat, that's neat, that's neat. I really love your tiger feet. I really love your tiger feet. They just brought us some prosecco.
For anniversary.
Oh, free drinks, why are you complaining?
Brilliant.
Pork burger and katsu burger.
Two chicken burger.
Pins, prosecco, and a new husband. How did you find dinner at Bear Lodge?
Yeah, it was tasty, yeah. It's good.
Yeah. Oh, rhino. Loads of rhinos in this place.
Yeah, I like rhinos.
Rhino. Really understood fence.
Well, that's our rhino.
Maybe. Hi. Anywho, dinner. I probably wouldn't bother with the pudding. The starter and the main were really good, and then the pudding was a bit disappointing.
Pork burger is especially good. Yeah.
Like prawns and nutty.
Prawns and the pork burger are especially good, yeah.
So because we're staying at Leopard Creek, we get a golf buggy, which is modelling wonderfully here.
So you don't get one if you go to the Bear Lodge. Which don't have suspension. All power steering.
So we're heading back to our little cabin past Rhino Lodge here. See what we can find and then set up the fire pit. It's concentrated.
Yes.
Pete's You're supposed to put some like.
Just drop in.
Just put it on top.
Yeah, maybe.
Man, make fire. This is the one that they gave us.
That's nice, isn't it?
I'll put that back in the fridge. And you can take some artistic fire photo
Oh, you're
with.
lucky. Sounds awesome.
You can take an artistic bride and groom fire photo.
Yeah.
Good morning. We're back outside. We're pano chocolaring this morning, and Pete is looking for a leopard.
That's a rock, I think.
That's probably a rock. We decided not to pay for 3 meals a day and put our breakfast in. So we're just gonna have our view, eat these, and then today we're off to do our rhino experience, and we also have our included safari drive today as well, so I'll bring you along for those.
Morning.
Telemarphy was looking at work and we had a deal.
Wasn't looking at work.
We were looking at
I'm
work.
just a fan of Endpoint who was looking at a video. I wasn't commenting on it, I was looking.
The video wasn't out yet, Pete.
Exclusive, the IP fan.
No. I named one of these Bison Billy yesterday because he was a loner and nobody wanted to be with him, but he looks like he's back in the pack now. Or herd, should I say.
Heard, yeah. Enjoy that, Faye.
Oh, hello. Hello.
Check that one.
Okay. They've got 7 teeth either side and a massive tongue. You can just go. You can give her a little stroke.
Right.
Big bit there.
Lovely, gentle girl.
Oh, look at that.
Get her in.
Oh, yeah, get it in there.
Alright.
Gone.
You reckon?
Not with that one.
You might want a little drinky. They're really surprising. I mean, they're so fast and so sharp turning.
Fill that.
Just 2 at the moment. So Sammy and Demara are going to be coming over, and then we'll send 2 or 3 hours over there. Her dad is now that number's picked up to 5,500. So it's rhinos haven't had rhinos. I've had 18 years here in Johnson. I go to rhinos from South Africa to Zambia. Zambia didn't have any, and now some of them from zoos to Rwanda. And then I came back here in 2012 after we moved the last 3 to Tanzania. Yeah, so and then the southern white rhino, the 5 species, the southern white rhino.
Easy if we go that way.
And that's in the 60s, and now 18,500. So conservation does work. They're pretty special. I mean, black rhinos in the wild, you'd be lucky to get to see one of them.
It's a bit nerve-wracking.
Right in. There you go, you can have that apple as well. But yeah, the babies when they're born without horns. They come through a couple of weeks. They're about that big, and they're so. There you go. We haven't any of this lot. I'll go and get some more
You're
carrots.
braver than me. I was like just sort of through the
Help
carrot.
yourself to any of this browse on the floor.
It's like, right, okay, I'm going to go. You've not got any food for me.
think I've been replaced.
So?
I think I've been replaced.
Well, you or I have. Or both of us.
So we've just finished our rhino experience.
That was really good.
We've fed Solio, who was 21, Melimba, who was 4, and her daughter, and Rosie, I didn't catch how old Rosie was.
34.
34.
She was the old one, yeah.
She's the old girl.
Yeah. But she got sent back from Africa because she
She got sent back from the Africa experience not from Africa.
Oh, was it from the Africa experience?
Yeah,
Oh,
because
this
she
one.
duffed up a Land Rover.
But apparently it wasn't her fault. It was.
She got spooked and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's a really like hands-on experience. We fed them lots of branches and carrots and apples. Rosie loved Pete.
Oh yeah.
I think I got replaced. the pair of you two, do we turn left or right? Is it?
Yeah, be down there.
The walking route. So yeah, it was well worth it. We chose that one because I mean we like rhinos, but we probably wouldn't have picked rhinos.
Well, we've never been up close to them. We've got really
No.
up.
But we chose that one because that one we could feed them rather than just having tongs and
Yeah, it felt like we could actually touch them and stuff.
yeah, have more of an interaction.
We'd already
with
done
them.
giraffes in Thailand as well, so it's
Yeah,
like,
and that was sort of the other option. Whereas the other ones are sort of like either, like lion and tiger feeding, where you would buy a cage with some tongs, which would be cool.
Well, she said the people we did it with said that they did that and it was good, but
Would be cool, but I like the idea of properly interacting. So these are the mum and daughter that we've just fed.
I think these were the more like reasonably priced ones as well. With the tigers and lions, like 150 quid each or something. I think.
Yeah, I think they did cost more.
Yeah. These like 75 quid each or something.
It's
Yeah.
still quite a lot, but
Still a lot, but it was really good. So. I've lost my train of thought. Yeah, and then the other options are like scatter feed, so you put the food out and then the animals come to it, which again I Didn't seem
wasn't
very good, yeah.
that into that idea. So that's why we went for rhinos, and I'm glad we did.
Yeah.
They're really,
Recommend.
really gentle.
Very, very much recommend.
Really gentle creatures, despite their solid, beefy look. So these are black rhinos. And Pete now knows the difference between a black and a white rhino.
Well, white rhinos are about a third bigger, they said, and then they got the massive, they got more square
Jaw.
jaw, yeah. I think our hut's named after a white one, isn't it?
Yes, our hut is named after a white rhino. So now we're trying to find some
I think
gorillas.
one of the main ones as well, because she mentioned him.
Him.
Him. Yeah.
So yeah, now we're wandering to find some gorillas because apparently they get fed at 12 and it's quite good to see. So that's what we're. Pete.
Some humans, yeah, I know it's quite a difficult one. You know this because I've already told you. Go on, you can tell everyone. Why is that? Exactly that. So we actually have more hair follicles on our bodies, so we are actually technically hairier than a gorilla. Which is one of the reasons people that have walked around the park, if it's cold, wet, windy or rainy, 9 times out of 10 the gorillas are actually going to be indoors keeping nice and warm.
Oh, missed that. Seems to put it down. It was brilliant.
When you consider, folks, that that horn is made up of exactly the same substance that our fingernails are produced from, it makes a complete mocker as to why these magnificent creatures are culled in such a brutal fashion. And as we progress through the park this afternoon, you'll see a lot more of our rhino scattered about at various intervals. very closely related to the llama, I mean the alpaca, and these guys come from the high Andes area of Peru. Fully grown male, reach heights anywhere between 18 and 20 feet. That the keepers put down to the rest of the animals, but as you can see, the rhino there just taking quite a bit of interest in him. The black rhino funk's a lot more aggressive than the white rhino cousin.
So as part of your stay, you get a safari drive, which is what we've just done.
Make sure you book in though,
But make sure you book in, because they were really bad at actually telling us things that we could do. Because you also get entry to Howlets, which we probably won't do because we didn't know about it and didn't factor in time for it and things like that. But anyway, so we did just done our safari drive, which was good. Enjoyed it. It's very bumpy, but it was like being on a ride while seeing some aminals. We had some pesky camels and a pesky ostrich, which apparently, this is the fact I learnt, an ostrich's eyes are bigger than its brain.
Which, according to the guy, shows how dumb they are.
Yes, I don't think he was an ostrich fan. And then again, no, I'm not a big ostrich fan. But yeah. So that was fun. Now we're going to go and
Try and find these bloody
binturong,
which you can never see.
which are bear cats, but we haven't spotted it yet. I think it's just that and the wolves we've not seen. Is that right?
Yes.
We have also done a gorilla talk, a lion talk and a bear talk today, which are really good. So if you can find those going on around here, you're here. Would recommend doing those. But yeah, we're going to go turn to the dinosaurs and see what we can see there. There is a bear in a tree here.
Let's try to go around and go see it. It's up there.
I think the bear's coming down the tree, isn't it? Family of bears.
When they pass us.
It's a family of bears.
Look at this cutie pie. Look at him.
Or her.
Or her. Maybe not.
So we're back out. Back with the family. Back with the Prosecco and Pete. Going to attempt some s'mores. And then I'm wrapped in a blanket and a coat. I have also just so badly hit my knee on the door behind me that I thought I was going to pass out. So good job we did all the walking today, and we don't have plans to do too much walking tomorrow, because if now was any way to go by, I think I might have a bit of a swollen knee. I'm hoping that it doesn't bleed much more than it has. Because I'm an idiot.
That's the third time you've whacked something on something in this little hut.
I mean, it is quite
You've hit
small.
your toe twice already.
No, I've walked into the sheep's ear, so that was like my hip, and I've stubbed my toe once.
Yeah, and now you've done your knee.
And
as
now
well.
I've absolutely destroyed my knee.
It's normally me that does this, not you.
I always walk into things. Right, Pete's s'moresing. Do you want a plate to start your biscuit and chocolate on? I feel like that would be a smart move. Are they just vanilla, plain, normal marshmallows?
Yeah, I think so. That. Let's get that in my hands.
I'm just doing the same side.
I don't get that bit.
Pete, you're still just doing the same. Just turn the skewer around
I did, but like,
in your hand.
I think that's going to be it. Alright.
You've got to put biscuit on top of it.
kind of gooey. Yeah, look at that. Not too
On
bad.
one side.
Hmm?
On one
Gooey.
side.
Gooey in the middle. So squish it. Pretty tasty.
I think we might need to melt the marshmallow a little bit more. So mine's a little bit more melted than yours. Look at that.
Tasty?
I can see it. The chocolate melted a bit as well with your marshmallow.
Yeah.
Be good. Almost tastes nice though.
Faye.
I left my camera.
See ya. Faye, spot the cheetah.
The cheetah, it's a leopard.
Faye, spot the leopard.
So we're down in Zuko. Have to get checked out. We took some videos of the leopards this morning because we saw them and I rushed out without a camera so that I could see them too.
Yeah, some fighting, playing, music.
So I think I might start some painting. Kind of think we're making yeah, so my knee. Yeah, so we're on our way to check out. We get the buggy till 1, but we don't know how long we're gonna stick around for. Look at him go! Look at him go! Is that down? We might head over to the seaside, the beach, as we're down this way. Don't be a goose face. I've got a poorly knee. So yeah, we might head over to the seaside for a little bit as we're here. And on my knee, it's better than yesterday, but it still hurts. I'm very friendly about it. We had a look in the gift shop. There's no rhinos. So we didn't buy anything. We might have to go on Etsy. See what we can find. I've decided, not that Pete's overly into this idea, but we need to start buying Christmas decorations from events and things so that we can have a really tacky Christmas tree that has a whole heap of meaning to it. Which, knowing us, will just be a load of animals. Our Christmas tree will just be a load of hanging animals. But yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
So we're at the top, or the other side of the park, which we haven't seen, so we thought we'd have a look at these ones. I think there's some old lions and some tigers and things, and then we'll probably head on out.
Like kind of wallaby walk.
I felt that rain. With a big black cloud behind your head. So we're sharing a fish finger sandwich and a portion of chips by the sea. With the wind, but by the sea. It should be good. Nice lunch by the sea.
That was good.
A little bit windy, but not a problem. It wasn't cold.
Sun came out.
And our car is very warm, so the sun did come out. We've been reflecting on our time at Port Lympne, which we now know how to pronounce, so that's a bonus. It did everything we wanted it to do for our
After 300
mini-moon.
yards, bear left, then bear left.
We could relax and just essentially come away from the world, which was good with that fire pit in the evening with the view and all of that kind of stuff. We obviously had our rhino experience, which was really fun. We were saying that Leopard Creek was a great place. Shut up. It was a great place to stay, and I'm not sure we would have stayed anywhere else if that. Is that what you feel?
Yeah, I actually think that was, well,
Ahead,
again,
keep left.
I think that like lion or tiger
Lodges.
or lodge whatever could be the best,
Yeah.
potentially. But
They are like
I think they were a
double
lot more
price.
expensive, yeah.
I mean, this was expensive
I would
as
like
well.
to know, I would like to know how much that the little listener cups at
At the end
This
of the
cabin
road,
to our,
turn left, then
Leopard Creek is
turn
like
right.
we technically had enough for a like a small family before. Like we could, if you had two small kids, you could be in there as well,
Turn
Yeah.
right.
and that would probably be really good value actually. But the ones next to us were like smaller, which would probably be fine.
Yeah, so they didn't have the
Just turned
little
over.
the little alcove bit with the two single beds. They don't have that part.
And it may be slightly smaller in general, but like, yeah, I if they were, I don't know, 200 quid cheaper, I think that'd be pretty good value. Yeah.
After 300 yards, turn right.
We also feel that 2 nights is perfect amount of time because we feel like we've done everything. Obviously, we also booked the animal experience, so we had that on top of
Turn right.
what we'd already done.
I think if you did one night, you just have to make sure you get there pretty early,
Yeah.
and then
then
obviously make sure
stay
stay till
till
1 o'clock. Obviously, yeah.
Well, you'd give your buggy back at 1. It doesn't mean you'd have to leave the park at 1.
That's true.
But because we stayed, I don't really know what the opening hours are for non-staying
Yeah, I feel like
guests.
if you only
If that
wanted to
makes
spend
sense.
one night, you could get there pretty early, do a lot on that day, make sure you book the safari, leave your buggy at 1 o'clock, maybe wander around a little bit, or you could go to Howlett's at 1 o'clock as well,
Yeah.
and you get all of it. But have a half day at the other place as well.
So we did think about going to Howlett's, but we decided that it was a bit too far out the way. We've seen a few animals the last couple of days, and we like the idea of just coming down to the seafront because we don't get to see the sea very often, and just having some lunch. It worked out well for us.
Yeah, 10-minute drive from the sea, so nice.
So yeah, not all accommodation there gets a golf buggy. We very much liked having Zuko, our golf buggy, and would probably, if we were staying again, which is unlikely to be fair, but that's more because we don't go back to places. But if we did stay again, we would make sure that we were in accommodation with a golf buggy because it does make life easier. We had dinner at, I can't remember where we went the first time, Bear Lodge,
Lodge,
wasn't
yeah.
it? So we had dinner at Bear Lodge the first night and then the garden room last night. Both meals were really nice.
I'd say garden room, if you only had one night, garden room was better, I'd say.
Yes, yeah.
They were both good though.
It's a little bit more fancier than Bear Lodge is the garden room, but not really. It's still pretty relaxed. And we didn't have pudding there, but the pudding the previous night was a bit disappointing, so maybe just bring your own and have it in the room if that's your jam. But yeah, overall enjoyed this day and a lovely way to start our married life. So we're now headed back. So I'm going to end this part of the mini moon here. There will be another part. We've got a few things planned in London for the next couple of days, so I'll put that in another video. So for this one, if you've enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!